Hello, hello. This is Carrie, So Much Glitter. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here. I wanted to play with a little bit of foil today, so let's get into that. I'm going to be using Crafty Critta paper, Crafty Critta foil art, and Crafty Critta foil. Excuse me, my throat's a little bit scratchy this morning. I do have my Big Mama Mink next to me, and I'm going to go ahead and turn that on and let her heat up. I do turn her on to a 4 because I find that's what works best for me, and I don't have any mist spots. I don't have to refoil. It's good to go. I'm going to make a 5x7 card today, and I'm going to be using the baby pink foil, and I do toner foiling. I do not do hot foiling, so this is just toner foiling. So the toner foiling does need something to stick to, which is a toner. And so that's why I have used the Crafty Critta foil art. And I'm going to take a sip of my tea. Like I said, my throat's a little bit scratchy this morning. I am filming this, excuse me, over 4th of July weekend. So I'm taking this weekend to, you know, visit with family, do homework, and then do a lot of self-care and just absolutely relax. So I want to make this designer paper pack, and if you see anything in here that you would like, or you would like to go shopping at Crafty Critta, I'm going to leave a discount code in the description box below so you can receive a discount with them when you shop with my code. They are a company out of Australia. They are run by Scott and Michelle, a married couple, so they are a small business. I love supporting them. I have been a customer of theirs for years, and I find that I save money with them. Yes, they're in Australia. Yes, I do live in California, in the United States. So, you know, it has to travel a little bit a ways. Shipping is comparable with any US company going on right now in 2025. Their shipping is really quick. They communicate with you. They give you personalized service. I love them. I love the quality of their products, and I can't say enough good things about them. So I'm super, super glad that I am on their design team now. Really excited that Scott reached out to me. And I'm going to start getting into playing a little bit. I want to use this one. And these do not have names, but they have product code numbers. So if you can see on here, this is product code T0159. And I'm just going to use the wavy pattern because I like it. And I hope that's okay on your eyeballs in the screen. And then I'm going to set this aside. And then I'm going to use this fun, colorful designer paper pack because I thought it would be perfect for this holiday weekend and summertime. But don't get me wrong, I am ready for spooky season. So that's going to be part of my weekend plans too. I'm just going to pick out one of these, and we're going to go ahead and make a card. I liked this one, I think. I liked the wavy with the wavy. I just think that that's a lot of fun. So I'm going to keep kind of looking through here, and you can see that you do get a variety. These are single-sided. I love this paper. It's like sleek, and here, if you can hear it, it's like a cardstock weight. It's not a flimsy weight at all. Yeah, I think I liked this one too in the picture as well, and I wasn't sure, but I like this because I am going to be using the baby pink. So this card that I'm making today is inspired by a really good friend of mine. Her son is having a baby, and I've been invited to the baby shower, so I'm super, super excited about that. I don't know if this is going to be the baby shower card, but when I saw all of these together, I thought, hey, that could be, and so let's just create something and see what we come up with. So I'm going to make a 5x7 card. Let's start off with the foil. I am going to untape this. I do save this, so I'm going to set it aside on my package. And I'm going to need to get out my transfer folder as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this just slightly bigger than the card front. So here, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just measuring this slightly bigger than the card front. Now I do have a pair of scissors that I only use for foiling, and I have a foiling box that I keep in my craft room. And oh, I think there's a little bit of, oh, it got caught in my scissors. that I do keep in my craft room, so I will not use those for anything else. And if you've been watching me for any little length of time and you've seen a few of my videos, you do know I probably have scissors for everything. So I have ribbon scissors, fabric scissors, paper scissors, all-purpose scissors, fussy cutting scissors, but these are my foiling scissors. And they're not any special scissors. They are scissors I think I got at the Dollar Tree or Target or something one year, because it seems that Christmas time I always tend to buy 2 or 3 new pairs of scissors. But here's my transfer sheets, and you will see they are a little bit dirty. Some professional foilers will tell you to throw them away. They're no good. Don't ever use them. That's going to ruin your project. That's not so. I've been using these multiple times, and the fact that it doesn't transfer onto anything else in my projects, I will keep them. I'm just trying to see if the smaller transfer sheet will fit, and I think it will. So I don't need to use the big 12 by 12. So I do have the big Mama Mink machine. If you don't want to invest in a big machine, Crafty Critta does sell, I think it's called Best Foil Mate. Please do not quote me on that because I do not know. But they do sell a smaller, more desktop machine, and so do other crafting companies. And you know, you spend your money how you want to spend it. I was a scrapbooker when I started foiling as well, so I liked this option. So what I'm doing is I'm dusting the foil art. I'm sorry. I'm dusting the foil art, and then I am going to dust off my foil, and then I'm going to put this on here. So why am I doing that? So I am doing that because I do not want any debris to get on here. I'm in my craft room. I've used glue, paper, ribbon. Like, I have little ribbon bits all over my desk. Embossing, you know, powder, things like that. You know, our craft room is a bit of a mess, right? And I do have cats, and they do come in my crafty area. So we want to dust off all of the debris so we will get an even transfer every time. So this is a little bit over because this is kind of a more narrow folder. I think you can find these transfer folders on Amazon. To be honest with you, I used to only buy them at Joann's. And while I'm talking, I'm going to switch subjects really quick because now I'm feeding this through the Mama Mink because the green light did go off. She's ready to go. She's off to the side. I know you probably can't see her, but she's feeding through, and I'll show you the completed results. She's too big to sit on my desk and feed through. I just don't have enough room, so that's why we do this. I probably do also need a cleaner background, but this is my self-care crafty space, so if you know, you know. You're welcome into the craft room anytime. I am here to show you, and I'm not going to judge you for your space, and you're going to be friendly because you're here, and not going to judge me for my space either. We're creating. And I do have some glue bits over here, so I need to get that off to the side. So more importantly for the Dusty, and I did learn that from Nancy Stamps because she's an avid foiler too. So she's a lot of fun. But I did get this. This is a makeup brush. I did get this at Target a few years ago in like it was on discount. I think it was probably like $1 or $2. I wouldn't have spent more than that, but you can get them at the Dollar Tree. Just any big fluffy brush, and I only use this for foiling. I don't use this for anything else. So now she's done feeding through, and I'm gonna wait till she cools off because she still is a little bit warm to the touch, and don't let my mess scare you. So while that's cooling off, which she's already cooled off, my Mama Mink is still rolling through. You can still hear her rollers. And I'm enjoying some green tea this morning. I'm just going to keep her on. She's going to be a little bit hot to the touch, but she does have an automatic turn off. And she does not pull too much power. So just to let you know, I do have a crafty lamp on my desk that has plug-ins in it. And that's what she's plugged into. And she's not pulled extra power. So I don't have her grounded into the wall or anything. You plug yours in how you would like. And then we're going to do the big reveal in just a second. And this is my most favorite part. And I can't guarantee that it's going to be perfect because I'm not perfect foiler, but I get really, really good results with this. So let me do the ooh and the ah. And you can see that as I take that off. And I did get a few little spots. I'm just going to kind of try to dust them off, which is fine. I got a little bit of over foiling and spots, and I got one little spot of under foiling, but you're in the grand scheme of things, you cannot tell unless if like you're inspecting it. So, and then this, the waist, do not throw this away because it is not waste yet. This is just a second chance for a second project. And so I'm going to put this away. I have a foil for all of my waste. And then I have some toner paper. And I will create a different project with that. So I'm not going to foil again. I'm going to turn her off now because if I can hear the humming, I'm pretty sure you can hear the humming. And then I'm going to go ahead and create my 5x7 card. Now I want to, I think, do this in strips this way. And I think I want her in the middle and then these two on the side. So I'm just going to cut down everything probably to 1.5 inches, and we'll see how that works out. And that should cover the base of my card. So I mean, we'll experiment with it a little bit, right? I know if I do 2 inches, that'll be too big. I'm just going to try 1.5 inches. I'm going to do 2 strips of 1.5 inches over here. And because I do want to get different color schemes off of the paper, I'm going to flip my paper around, and I hope I'm in frame for you. I'm going to save this. I might need it for later, and I'm going to get my 5x7 card out. I am making a 5x7 card today, and I'm just going to put this down here, and then hopefully I have room for the pretty baby pink waves in the middle. And so I'm going to cut this down to 1.5 inches as well. And if I did make a mistake with my measuring, which is very possible because I'm not a mathematician over here, and I'm not a real fussy crafter, I am doing this for fun. I do want it to look good, yes, but I don't want to get too wrapped up in the details. So I might need to put these just a little bit closer together, which is fine, fine. And I think that that's just going to work out just fine. I'm going to glue this on like this, and then I'm going to do the trimming down here, which might seem a little bit odd. So just give me a second because I do want a little bit of a border, I believe. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a focal point in the middle of this. So this just isn't going to be how the card is, which what I could have done as well, which would have been a lot of fun, is use my decal edge trimmer. And so all of these would be just a little bit, the edges would be deckled. I could do that. So I'm going to mark this down right here. And this is kind of where I flub up just a little bit. So we're going to try that. I'm going to get out my scissors. And I'm going to trim this to right on the line that I trimmed. And I hope I trimmed it straight because, you know, I've been known to do things a little bit crooked. But you know what? What happens in the craft room stays in the craft room. And that is the fun of it. Nobody needs to know the struggle we had when the product comes out perfect. Perfect to us. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way because I'm not going to use that. Again, I'm just making a fairly simple card. And then I'm just going to try to measure this up. I don't think I cut that straight, which, you know, hey, par for the course. Welcome to my world. Good thing I'm a counselor and not a math teacher. So that works out. And I'm not a school counselor either. I'm a counselor for adults. So then that's even more helpful because the kids would be coming to me maybe for some academic issues, and I can write you guys a good a good synopsis, but I maybe not be able to measure it out correctly, right? So I'm going to go ahead and get out my glue gun here, which I just realized I forgot to put the lid on her, and she's been off. Oops, because I didn't hold the back. She's been off sitting in her little silicone home, which it doesn't, so that doesn't dry her out, but the needle will get a little bit clogged sometimes. So, and if you want to know what kind of glue I'm using, you can watch one of my previous videos, my Junetober flip through. I did show you the glue that I like to use. You might see my head and my shirt in here just like a little bit. It's Saturday morning. I'm just kind of hanging out and crafting before I go pick up my grandson and spend the day with him. I bought him some fun goodies yesterday at TJ Maxx. I'm so excited. Originally, I went in there for like the Summerween stuff. Oh, don't you worry. I did get something. And I did post that on my TikTok because they had a lot out there. So as you can see, I didn't like cut that perfectly straight. I'm not going to get hung up on that. I think that that's going to be okay. And I think the lines in this will kind of distract that. And then when I put something down in the center, I think that will be good. But I bought him a toy, and he's going to be 1 next month. He's just so much fun. He's waving, and he's so excited to see me, and he recognizes people, and it's just a lot of fun. He talks a little bit, and he's getting ready to walk. So I was so excited to go over there in their toy section. But I think I want to play with the toy that I bought him and read him some books today rather than wait for his birthday. I'm grandma, I can do that. Okay, so this is the bulk of the project. It's done. This is just kind of a fun, easy card. I love mixing and matching the cards like this. I am going to put a focal point on it, and I don't know if I want to use this as the baby shower card or not, but I want to use that as an option. And so I have some die cuts. For the life of me, I do not know where I got these die cuts. It's either, I don't know, to be honest. It's like one of 5 places, so it's just in my stash. I think I want to use Live a Life You Love, because I think that this is going to go perfectly with the baby pink, although this is more of a rose pink, but we're not splitting hairs here. I could do something like that. I kind of just want to make a cluster, I think. This is fun. Let's be lazy. Theme of the weekend, right? Life is a collection of moments, which would also be fun. For a possible baby shower. I did get some glue right here, so I'm gonna have to take that off. With maybe like a flower. Oh, I'm throwing stuff all over the desk here. Let's see. I think these are popsicles over here. This is fun. This might just be like that. Something like that would be a lot of fun. I don't know what's in here. More. Oh, it's houses and bikes and stuff like that. Like, let's look over there. Oh, and more flowers. I'm not sure. I think I kind of like this, but now I have a whole nother pack of flowers I could go through as well. But those flowers are a little bit more bright colored. I think I'm just going to stick with this. I think I do like this. Normally a cluster, I would do like 3 or more things. I do get kind of finicky about that a little bit just because I get wrapped up in those small details for some weird reason. I could add greenery if I wanted. I try not to get too like, yeah, I think that just evens it out just a little bit. I try not to get too wrapped up into small details when I do things, but sometimes as crafters, you know, we have to be a little bit extra. We can't help it. I think I like that. I could pop these up. Let me get, you know what I could do? What I'm going to do, I just decided, is I need to look for my my tape. Oh, I got it. My tape. I'm going to glue these down. And then I'm going to pop up Life as a Collection of Moments. So that's what I'm going to do. So I hope you guys are having a great, relaxing weekend. You deserve it. We all deserve it. Life has been difficult lately. And turn off the TV, man. Watch something fun. Turn off the news. That's my advice to you. And that's my professional advice to you. If you're sitting home and relaxing, get off the news. The news is just, it's like doom scrolling on TikTok. Don't do that either. Do something fun. My daughter and I watched a scary movie last night, but if you have been here for a little bit, you know I'm a big fan of like Halloween and thrillers and stuff like that, but I like the fun and cutesy and feel good too. So I was, ironically, yesterday when I was starting my homework, I don't know if this is going to be even. It's kind of, I watched a Hallmark Christmas movie because I have Hallmark Plus. So I ran the gamut yesterday. And then I went out and ran some errands and did the whole TJ Maxx run. And I did not do a whole lot for 4th of July other than we barbecued and we watched some neighborhood fireworks. So that was a lot of fun. And my small little town did a drone show. We didn't drive to go see that. We're kind of just avoiding the whole crowds right now. But you know, it's a good weekend to hang out by the pool. That's what we're going to do today. And just enjoy. I'm going to get out my scissors that can, my all-purpose scissors that can get some sticky stuff on them. And I am using World's Best Foam Tape from Pear Blossom Press. Absolutely love this stuff. Love it. Love it. The backing comes up so easy and it is permanent after some time. Like you can reposition it if you need to. And I'm going to try to measure these up just as carefully as I can. You can reposition it if you need to up to a certain point before it is permanent. So that's nice. I do like doing that. I like the flexibility with that. I used to be a big 3M foam tape girly. But gosh, that's gotten really pricey at the box retailers. So when I discovered Pear Blossom Press through, actually through the Stamp Scrapbook Expo, I went to in Puyallup because that's my hometown. And so when I went to visit family last year in May, I went to the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo with a friend, and I discovered her, and then that's how I discovered Craft Roulette, and so it's just kind of been a fun little adventure from there. Okay, that's going to be my stamp, or my I was thinking I need to do my personalized stamp, but that is going to be my creation. I'm going to put my personalized stamp on it. My daughter just did buy me one of these personalized stamp. This is a lot of fun, totally handmade. But I do have another one that has my name on it. So this is going to be the creation today. Let's go ahead and stamp that. So then that's perfectly done. I'm going to get out my stamp pad if I can find it. And it's just a foam stamp pad. And I use VersaFine ink. And I try to ink this up. I've had this VersaFine ink for years and years. I probably need to refill it. And I try to stamp it the best I can. There we go. It turned out fabulous. So that's done. That'll take just a few minutes to dry. Let's get out everything that we used today because then our project is done, right? So we did use the designer paper pack from Crafty Critta, and this is product code PP0027, if you can see that. And then we did use the foil art for the backgrounds, which is a lot of fun. So 8 sheets come in this. I think this is a misprint because this isn't Christmas Faith, I don't believe. But hey, if you want it to be, it could be. Product code T0159. And then we did use the Crafty Critta toner foil in baby pink F0082. They do everything in numbers. That's why I tried to read it off to you. I'm not selling it to you, but if you do want to know what I used and you want a similar look, you'll know how to go on their website, which I have everything linked below. And this is my perfect 5x7 card. Life is a collection of moments. I think it's perfect. I love it. I was super excited. Now here's my leftovers. Here is my leftovers. I could make a whole nother card with this, and I'm probably going to. I could make like an A2. I could make a smaller version of this. Whatever I want to do. Live a life you love, because I wanted to use that. I just wasn't sure, but hey, we'll see what happens. I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. I hope you relax and enjoy and follow along for more crafty adventures. I have some more fun videos coming out. And if you want to watch my previous video, I did do a sneak peek of things that I have coming that I'm working on. And hey, don't forget to practice self-care this weekend. Stay crafty, guys. Bye.